I'm in Torremolinos. As you can see, it's very lovely and sunny. And my name's Julia, and hopefully I'm out of the wind, so you'll be able to hear me. I have just run a 5k this morning in the city centre, which was great fun. It was very hilly and very twisty turny, and actually it was 5.7k. It was really fun, and it actually lent itself to the kind of energy of surrendering your acts to the divine, just absolutely going for your passion in life, absolutely with all your heart or soul, just enjoying and going for what you really love. And I really love to run. I think any of you have seen another video. I've been running for 60 years. I'm 66 in May, and I knew when I was 6 that I wanted to run, and I felt like I'd come to the planet to run. I felt like I had been born to run, and I've been running ever since. And two things: one, I just love the joy of running, and I used to envy actors and singers and musicians and anyone who I felt would do their passion and their art their whole life, and I felt that I was going to have to stop doing mine, and I haven't. I'm still going. But also because actually what happened was I got faster and faster and faster all the time until I was about 30, I suppose. And then I've got slower and slower, and therefore it's just doing it for the joy of doing it, but still with all my heart and soul, and trying to run as fast as I possibly can. And this morning, even though the distance at the end ended up not being an accurate distance and all of that, what mattered was the joy of the race, running up the hill as fast as I could, running, trying to catch one of the people. There's a gang of people out here who have come as a group, and I have joined in with the group just to, met them before the race, and I think we arrived on the plane together. And so I was trying to catch this guy who went past me, and it was such fun racing him, but then not having an attachment to what actually happens at the end. And it's such a much more joyous way of living, because I ran a workshop there. I held a retreat in November in Gozo, and 9 people came, and then we all gathered again on Wednesday together just to see what's happened in the last 3 months. And one of the exercises we did was candle gazing, where it was a 20-minute candle. They each had a candle that lasted 20 minutes, and they gazed at it, and it's called Trataka, which means it can bring you insight. So they gazed all together for 20 minutes, and then any insights that came would arise in them, and we shared them afterwards. But I was watching, and I was watching these candles go down, and some went quicker than others, even though they were all 20-minute candles. Some went down and seemed to be going out and then didn't, and fluffed up again. When I say fluffed up, a little bit of a spark of a flame. And I was watching them, and it was just watching life go down, because while we're here, there is a allotted time that we're here in this form, and it's such a flash in time, and the truth of us is beyond all of that. With this form is invisible, really. It's just form, and when the spirit leaves the body's just left. And so therefore watching the candles kind of married up with what I'm saying about living this life with passion, working out things that come up to be worked out, but knowing that we're here to live it, life's to be lived and loved. And I do recognise, as you may know, I've been a therapist forever, and so I've worked with people through a lot of difficult stuff, but they're working through the difficult stuff, clearing the pain so that they can properly live. And watching the candle, that was it. It just went down, and it was a very short amount of time, and then here we are. It goes down. So let's live it, and let's live our life with passion, with going for what we really want to go for, and fully doing that without any attachment to the outcome or the what comes out of that, what comes out of what we endeavour. Now obviously to do that, it's very important to not get tangled up in the games of the mind, and to be practicing every day to drop into the space between the thoughts, drop into the essence of who we are, the pure potential, the limitlessness that never was born and never dies. And then that makes it easier for us to work with clearing all of the limited thought patterns, the limited ideals and ideas we might have that may not be resonant for us at all, and gradually clear away any of the loops of distress in the body coupled with narratives that limit us, and really tune in to what do we love to do. What do we love to do? I love to run, as I've said before, and so run I do, and run my heart out, and then let go of any thoughts of time, even though that doesn't mean I don't have an aim. So today I thought, I think I'm ready to go under 23, because I ran 23:21 a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, today might be the day. Anyway, the day wasn't the day because for one thing the course was 25.7k, which meant I finished it in 26:32, I think. Yeah, the actual course, and I went through the 5k in I think about 23:15. But it's being celebratory then of what does come out, always celebratory of ourselves. And that's something that's really important. That was something we were talking about in the retreat day, that the fabric of existence is love. There's no separation between all of us, and essentially in my work as a therapist, it's really helping people clear away any self-hatred, not good enough, wrong, to get to the place of self-love. And once we're more in a position of self-love and taking the barriers away that block that, then of course we recognize our true nature and recognize that we are all love, and that is at the core of our very being.